In the tranquil heart of a town nestled amidst rolling hills and verdant meadows, a Civil War hero named Colonel Ethan Carter lived a quiet, unassuming life. The weathered lines etched around his eyes, the scars that bore witness to countless battles, all stood as a testament to his unwavering courage and unwavering loyalty to his country. Though the war had ended decades ago, Colonel Carter's legacy lived on, a beacon of hope and resilience in the lives of those he had touched. His tales of battlefield bravery and unwavering patriotism inspired the young, while his wisdom and compassion guided the elders. One balmy summer afternoon, as the sun cast long shadows across the town square, Colonel Carter took his usual stroll through the park, his cane tapping rhythmically against the paved walkway. The air was filled with the cheerful sounds of children playing, their laughter echoing through the trees. As Colonel Carter approached a secluded corner of the park, a group of teenagers emerged from the shadows, their faces obscured by hoodies and caps. Their eyes held a glint of malice, their postures exuding an air of menace. Without warning, the teenagers lunged at Colonel Carter, their fists clenched and their voices laced with anger. They surrounded him, hurling insults and threats, their youthful exuberance twisted into a cruel form of aggression. Colonel Carter stood tall, his gaze unflinching despite the fear that gnawed at his heart. He had faced far greater dangers on the battlefield, but this attack, born out of senseless youth, cut deeper than any sword or bullet. As the teenagers rained down blows upon him, Colonel Carter remained silent, his resolve unwavering. He refused to give in to their taunts, his dignity refusing to be tarnished by their actions. In the midst of the chaos, a young girl emerged from the crowd, her eyes wide with alarm. She rushed towards the scene, her voice cutting through the din of violence. "Stop it!" she cried, her voice filled with desperation. "Leave him alone!" The teenagers paused, their attention diverted by the girl's intervention. She stood between them and Colonel Carter, her small frame shielding the war-worn hero. "He's a hero," she declared, her voice trembling with emotion. "He fought for our country, for our freedom. You should be ashamed of yourselves." Her words struck a chord within the teenagers. They looked at each other, their expressions shifting from anger to confusion. The realization of their actions dawned upon them, the weight of their guilt pressing down upon their conscience. Ashamed of their behavior, the teenagers dispersed, leaving Colonel Carter and the young girl standing alone. The girl rushed to his side, her eyes filled with concern. "Are you okay, sir?" she asked gently. Colonel Carter smiled weakly, his heart touched by the girl's kindness. "I'm fine," he replied. "You saved me, young lady." The girl shook her head, tears welling up in her eyes. "No, sir," she said. "You saved us all. You showed us the true meaning of courage and compassion. And sir, in the heart of a tranquil town, a Civil War hero found salvation not in the battlefield, but in the act of kindness and understanding of a young girl." The moral of the story, as clear as the summer sky, was that even in the darkest of times, a single act of compassion can illuminate the path towards redemption. But the story did